Hey everyone, this is Chris with Elevation Construction. In today's video, I'm going to talk about your different options for your cabinets for your kitchen or bathroom remodels. So we're going to talk about the cost savings or the costs related to cabinets when you do your remodels. So let's start with the progressions. Let's start at the high end. The high end would be obviously doing some custom cabinets. So when you do custom cabinets, you're changing the layout of your kitchen. You're getting special things that you like. You're talking to a designer, and they're building those cabinets specifically for whatever it is you're designing your kitchen for. So that's going to be custom cabinets, and they're very high end, very nice. If you have the budget for it, I highly recommend it. The next level down would be prefab cabinets. Now, these cabinets are still in good shape. They're strong, they're durable. They're just pre-made in specific sizes, and there's common sizes, so they make a lot of them. You could just buy them off the shelf or order them. They'll come in, and then the team can just set them up. So typically you do this whenever your cabinets are in really bad shape, or you just don't like your cabinets, or you're changing the layout of your kitchen and you don't need the custom, or you don't have the budget for custom. You just go with the prefab, and then you just do your new layout in your kitchen using prefab cabinets. So that would be the second tier down for your budget. After that, you go down to the more budget-friendly cabinet options, and that would be just to paint them. So you got two options. Well, first of all, before you paint your cabinets, you want to make sure, one, they're in good shape. All right. If they're not in good shape, don't put paint on them. It's just going to be horrible. Okay. Make sure they're strong, good cabinets. Sometimes your cabinet boxes are strong and in good shape, but maybe you just don't like your doors. They're maybe a little outdated, or they're not in style. Maybe you want to go a different style like shakers. So you could take those doors off and just get new doors for your strong cabinet boxes. Okay. So you got that, and you want to paint them. All right, so here are two different options for painting. I mean, there's several different things you could talk to your contractor about, but this is just kind of high level right now. When you're painting your cabinets, there's two things to consider. Number one, do you want to paint just the exterior of your cabinets, or you want to do the exterior and the interior of the cabinets? And you might wonder, well, why would I want to do that? Well, one, you want to make sure that there's uniformity, right? So for the most part, I would recommend painting the inside and the outside just so that it's all one color and it's uniform. So let me share my screen here, and I'll give you an example of what why you would want to paint the inside of your cabinet. So if you look at this photo here, I found this online. In this photo, you can see that the homeowner in this scenario is changing the color of their cabinet from a darker cabinet to a lighter color. So if you can imagine looking at this photo, that you have a lighter color on the outside, but when you open your door, you have a darker color on the inside. It just doesn't go well. It doesn't match. They kind of clash with each other. It's a little odd, if you ask me. If that's your thing, that's your thing. Okay, you're designing your kitchen, your bathroom based on your preferences. If you like a lighter color and a darker color on the inside, that's all you. Have fun with it. But it's not the norm. And if you're trying to sell your house, this is not the route you want to go. So let's show you an example of when you may not need to paint the inside of your cabinets. And that would be like this cabinet here. It's darker, so nowadays the darker color really is not in. Typically they go for a lighter color unless you're going with a certain style. But let's just say, for example, these were installed, let's just say 2014-ish. So back then the darker cabinets were in, and the homeowner wants to change the color to a lighter color. So in this case, as you can see, you open up the cabinet, and the inside of the cabinet is a natural wood lighter color. So in a scenario like this, I would recommend save a little money and don't worry about painting the inside. Now, you're not going to save thousands of dollars unless you have a million cabinets to paint, but it's going to help out with a little bit. Maybe it's a couple $100, maybe it's $1,000. Either you save that money or you reallocate that money to something else, some other line item in your remodel project. But here's an example of when you would paint on the outside and just leave the inside. In fact, if I were consulting this client here, I would say, hey, I would not even touch the inside. It's got that natural look, looks really nice. And you can tell that the cabinets are made with good material. So I would just leave it as is. Even if you're trying to sell it, I would just paint the outside. Maybe put some hardware on it to change the look. So I would do like a lighter color on the outside and maybe either a brushed nickel or a black matted hardware on the outside, because these cabinets don't have hardware. And you can make sure, let's just say these hinges are a little bit older, they're not soft close. You could change out the hinges to make them a little bit more modern, get the soft close hinges in there as well. So there's a lot of different options you can consider when you're doing a cabinet painting or when you're doing a kitchen or bathroom remodel with your cabinets. You can get the custom, which is the expensive side, the prefab, which is kind of like in the middle, still strong, and good cabinets are just made in bulk, so you're not paying an arm and a leg for them. Or you can paint your cabinets like we discussed today, either painting the inside and outside, or just the outside and leaving the inside and just changing out the hardware. So check out our website. We have more information on kitchen and bathroom remodels or home remodeling in general. elevationconstructionteam.com. We have a lot of information in there. And if you're ready to get moving on your renovation project, reach out to us. You can fill out the form online and we'd be happy to talk to you and see what you want to do, pull out your vision of what you want to do, put together some plans and build it and make you happy.